Or, you know.
That's what I was going to say is that I remember being wherever and hearing Hella Good on the radio. No doubt, Rock Steady comes out. And that's after reading and scavenging, trying to figure out or find as much info as I could on TV Eyes. And I hear No
Yeah.
Doubt come out and I'm like, there's two minds. One is like, oh man, now these guys are going to look like they're copying this. And B, it was almost like, well, now there's a scene kind of developing. Somebody's actually in the mainstream doing this synth music, so maybe it's a platform. So I don't know. Did you guys have any of that frustration or
I
that
mean,
type of feeling?
sure. I mean, I basically kind of just had to put this record out of my mind. I mean, I guess it came. I can't even remember when it came out in Japan, but that was 4 years after we did it.
Yeah, it was like 2006. Yeah.
Yeah, and at that point, it was like, oh, cool. Like get licenses for it. Like, have this generate something. Have this, like, do something with this, people, please. Like, it's a great record, and I can't sit around and pull my hair out about it because I will, if I don't just, like, let it go and just say, well, what will happen with it will happen with it. And, that's a defense mechanism. That's a self-preservation mechanism at this point, because I've done so many records that around me have been like, this is amazing, and it's going to do this, and it's going to do that, and hold on, and then I'm like, and then the car goes flying off the track, and I crash, and I get hurt, and so I have to, I just have to like make the art, and then hope somebody does something with it, and of course, agree to do everything necessary to help that along. But so when I started hearing certainly when I started hearing this type of production seeping into pop culture in the 2000s, and still right now, I mean, still this record doesn't actually sound like it was recorded 14 years ago.
No, you could put it out today and it would fit right in.
Exactly. We did.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, it would bother me. There's all sorts of stuff that over the years that had made me think, wait a second, like, why that and not what I just did?
Right.
Like, I don't understand. And is it because if I have a meeting and somebody, and I get moody or something, and then, oh, he's difficult. I have no idea. One guy can be moody. This is something that's perplexed me my whole life. There's another artist, quote unquote, can be moody, and everybody's like, he's so moody, it's amazing. Like Elliot. Okay, Elliot Smith. Sorry, Elliot. I knew Elliot. I loved Elliot. Elliot Smith could do no wrong. The guy could just be, nice one minute and standoffish the next minute, or a prick the next minute, and it's like, oh, that's just Elliot. And then on the other end of the spectrum, the sadly missed Liam Gallagher and all of his antics could do anything he freaking wanted to do. He could say he wanted to beat George Harrison up in a boxing ring,
right?
And it was like, this guy's amazing, like, or we're the best band in the world. That's all they ever said. And if I say the record's fucking awesome, and you're an idiot if you don't get it, then I just get like,
then you're banished.
That guy is cancerous. Like, and it's just this weird thing that I've noticed. I swear to God, I can't get away with anything. And it might be, I don't know what it is, but it might be because I play everything. But I don't even think a lot of people even know that. Like, I would say maybe 60% of the people that have my records even know that I'm playing everything. I don't know, but I don't know what it is. But I guess when I say something or behave in a way that isn't gracious, people are like, that guy's a dick. And and everybody else is just like, that guy's an artist. And it's just weird. So, a lot of things over the years have bothered me when I hear something that sounds like it. Maybe they've been listening to me,
right?
Or even more realistically, things that I like, and they're incorporating that into their sonic landscape, and I just have to go, okay, like, well, I liked them a long time ago, but whatever. It's just something. It's honestly, man, it's something that I'm used to, and I just would let it go at this point, because it will actually give you a tumor.
Right.
To worry about it.
So do you think, like, with, if Omnivore is re-releasing this thing, but back in the day, if you would have had YouTube and the social media and Pledge Music, where you see the Zombies and Howard Jones releasing stuff there, do you think it would have been, the album would have had a better shot?
I mean, if we incorporated all that stuff, we're not incorporating that now. I certainly could use more exposure with my own stuff, with the TVI. It's like if we had all decided to really push this stuff. I mean, we kind of thought that a lot of stuff would happen via soundtrack work with this record. I shouldn't say soundtrack work. I mean music placement. Brian being in the film music world as much as he is, and he wasn't as entrenched in it, of course, back then as he is now. But he did have his relationship with Sophia, and he put, there's one song that's in the Lost in Translation thing. And little known fact, a lot of people don't know this, the karaoke music that Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson are singing to is the TVI's.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We actually spent like a couple of days, or maybe it was just one day. And believe me, one of the hardest things I've ever done is to take the soul out of music to make karaoke music. It's really challenging. But we did, I believe, Anarchy in the UK, Brass in Pocket. There's a couple of others. There's like 4 karaoke songs that we did. That's TBI. All playing like machines. But yeah, so I just thought that there would be more placement stuff. And that's kind of what I was banking on. Because to me, also, this music is, I mean, look, with my own solo stuff, I'm way more precious. With this thing, I wouldn't mind it being in a commercial. I mean,
right.
I wouldn't want it to be in a Depends commercial, but if it was in a Jaguar commercial, or a Mercedes, you know what I mean? Like a weird, like a German, like Mercedes, like going down the Autobahn, that'd be badass.
Right.
And to me, it completely makes sense and would fit. So, that was one avenue that I was urging everybody to really work. And to date, nothing has happened, but it doesn't mean that it won't. Now that Omnivore has put this out and they have their own people working those angles, so we'll see.
So, any plans for possibly another album or a reunion concert?
Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, we would definitely do a couple of shows. I mean, we'd do more than a couple of shows if there was a reason to.
Right.
But, I mean, it's something that we would think about, and maybe I haven't talked to, I'm supposed to meet up with the Omnivore peeps very soon. I'm actually leaving town tomorrow for a few days, but when I come back next week, I'll talk to them and see how everything's going. And of course, we're not in a world anymore where there's like surprisingly large record sales of anything.
Right.
So I don't expect to be blown away by any numbers that I hear, but yeah, I mean, I would love to do a show. I would love to do this show again. It was really fun. It was actually, and now so much time has elapsed that it would be just a lot more fun, because I wouldn't have the kind of battle in my head like, wait, this is not what I'm doing. Like, I'm solo. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
I was really in that mindset back then. I was conflicted. Now I'm no longer conflicted at all about it. It's something that I totally believe in and would love to play it live. So
that's awesome. I'd love to see it live.
Yeah.
And kind of